Luka Magic, the Clippers versus the Pacers tomorrow night. IU versus Purdue. There's a couple things going on, cuz we got to talk about it. Let's go.
Cold game. First round draft pick.
Welcome to another episode of Cold Game. I'm your host, Isaiah Dotson. I'm here with my co-host, Malcolm Vanell. Hey, cuz, it looked like Luka got his groove back. The Lakers beat the Nuggets 123-100. Luka dropped a cold 32, 10, and 7.
Come
on. He was out there doing some things, too. Towards the end of the game, he drove through two dudes and fought his way through them. They was grabbing him in.
I like that for the Lakers, man. I like that for the Lakers. Luka LeBron, man, that's going to be a tandem that hopefully we can see for at least the next 2-3 years. And then, tonight you had, I think you had Luka, LeBron, Rui Hachimura, and Austin Reeves and all double digits. So, and then that's a big win knocking off them Denver Nuggets, So, yeah, keep up the good work, Lakers.
Is it a victory?
Maybe, man. That Austin Reeves, man, he's something different, man. I think that Austin said it best, man. He's just so humble playing with LeBron, and then you throw Luka in there, that just elevates his game, because he said he grew up watching LeBron. He said, shoot, I'll throw lobs to LeBron all day, So, yeah, I think you might have you sure got the big two. That's a huge two, Luka and LeBron. So I love to see more of that tandem.
What's going on with the Nuggets? I mean, they won to sit 2 years ago, and they got knocked off early last year. And Jokic was struggling at the end of the game. 6 turnovers. What's going on with him?
Basketball's a streaky sport, man. So, you can't stay on top for too long, especially in a league as competitive as the NBA. So they still in the mix. Don't count the Nuggets out now. The Nuggets ain't they ain't no easy buy. So, they still battle tested. That's a championship, organization who's just been added on. They ain't nothing really changed with them Nuggets. So it's kind of, when you done been there, done that, it's, let's just get to them playoffs, and then that's when the real basketball start.
So we got one LA team celebrating tonight. We got another LA team coming to the city tomorrow. We already brought them pain. Last time the Pacers played the Clippers, I believe the score was 133-116. Got them about it there at their place. So they're going to be coming looking for revenge, but it's summer 16.
Oh.
You might get your head knocked off.
Facts. And them Pacers streaky right now. They hot right now. So I think the Clippers are just coming off a loss, if I'm not mistaken, their last game. But that James Harden, man, James Harden ain't, he's revived himself out there on them Clippers. So I think Kawhi Leonard's back, and Norman Powell's been playing lights out. So that's definitely going to be a good matchup again. The Lakers Pacers, man. But like I said, man, them Pacers, we streaking, we hot right now. We're going to be hard to beat.
I'm looking forward to seeing play tomorrow. Tyrese. I was on Twitter, and I see Tim Hardaway was talking crazy to the boy. Talking about he wished he was his age. He wished they played at the same time. He'd kick his ass, and he just wanted to punish him. And Tyrese responded. He said, tell him the real reason why you feel like that. But regardless of what was said, I feel some type of way. Anytime a legend get to talking crazy before the game, we didn't see it happen before. The old schoolers, they start talking crazy to this new group of players. They come out there and show out. Who was it? Who was Wally Zerbiak talking crazy too back a couple years ago?
Wally Zerbiak, I don't know. Wally Zerbiak shouldn't be talking crazy to nobody. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to seeing what Tyrese come out and do tomorrow. We got a squad, cuz. Miles, Tyrese, Automatic, Mathematic, Neesmith,
Siakam, Obi,
Nembhard,
TJ McConnell. I mean, the list goes on, man. Like, we so deep. I think the Pacers are kind of showing you, the blueprint on how a small market organization can stay relevant. You just got to, get your some solid superstars and then just get super deep. And that's what the Pacers did.
As hopefully they come out and make a statement tomorrow, sweep the Clippers, put it to bed. If they want some more smoke, catch us in the finals. Come on. All right. Hey, college basketball today, cuz. No major top 10 upsets, but a lot of great top 10 games. You had Houston beat Iowa State. Tennessee took down Texas A&M. It's a lot of good games. So no major upsets in that top 10, but Oregon did knock off Wisconsin. Vanderbilt knocked off Ole Miss. And then Oklahoma, they knocked off Mississippi State. So a lot of good games around the college basketball slate today, but that's not what we focus on, because tomorrow we got an in-state showdown happening at 1:30 CBS, IU versus Purdue. We let everybody get their shine today. Everybody go ahead. Play the Duke play, Illinois. Hey, everybody play. Tomorrow night, all eyes should be on us. Or tomorrow afternoon, all eyes should be on us. And we got to come out ready because we got to get in that tournament. We on the bubble right now. We got to find a way to get in.
Yeah, no, facts. I think, you know what they got in front of them tomorrow. Like you said, it's a familiar opponent. Trey Kaufman ran coming down to Bloomington. So let's see what IU got. I kind of liked your take on a couple episodes ago when you said, hey, we just got to get it down the ball, man. Stick to playing good defense, get that ball in the ball, and let that boy go to work.
In the midst of us trying to fight to get in this tournament, we still got a coaching search going on. And just yesterday, our second main candidate, first is Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens came out last week and said, I'm staying in Boston. Don't even call me. I'm cool.
Yeah, don't call me. Yeah, of course.
And then yesterday, Dusty May, head coach for Michigan, ex-Indiana manager, Indiana boy through and through, signed an extension with the quotes in the article. I'm here in Michigan for the long run. Broke Indiana fans' heart because they had their eyes solely focused on him. Dusty May is the savior. He's squeaky clean, great image. He's been winning, took his team to the Final Four a few years ago. He has Michigan in a great position this year. We had our eyes on him, but he let us know that he's going to be at Michigan. Now we have to look elsewhere. And at this point, I don't care who we get, because anything could be better than being in purgatory, because we don't shoot enough threes, like I said last time. So I'm looking at all the candidates that we have on the table right now. The Mick Cronin, his team doesn't shoot as many threes as I like, but he still has his team in the tournament every year. They made a Final Four run just a few years ago. And then you have candidates like Brad Brownwell at Clemson. He has his team knocking off major other teams. They just knocked off Duke last week. You know, he got them in the top 20 with very minimal resources, not a major NIL budget, but he has them constantly for the past few years, and the top efficiency ratings for offense has them competing. Candidates like Scott Drew, he's not having the best year at Baylor this year, but, put in that work. He's the only recruit at a high level, and he's one of 6 active coaches with that national title. So he would be a major upgrade if you bring him to Bloomington. So I'm just keeping my eyes open, eyes and ears. Nobody don't know nothing. Scott Dawson, he hired the search firm. Scott Dawson hired the search firm. So it's only a matter of time before we figure out who it is. It'll take a couple weeks, but I'm in it for the long run.
Do you think they'll announce that, during the season, though? Is that something that's kind of a slap in the face of Michael Wilson, though, right? Announcing his predecessor while he's still coaching?
I think if it was Brad Stevens, it would be possible to announce him. But since we know it's not him, we have to wait till the other coach's season is over.
And I think there's a form of delusion there, too, for IU fans. Yes, Brad Stevens in the perfect world, yes, Brad Stevens. But, the man has turned that Boston Celtics organization into a powerhouse. And, they hot right now, when you're talking about Dusty May, Michigan hot right now. So it's you gotta, some things that these other organizations do that I feel like we don't, is we don't strike when that iron's hot, man. You can't wait till somebody's, already established and their trajectories on the up and up for you to, want to put your name in the hat, man. You gotta have some level of competence to catch those guys before that level takes off. And I know that's easier said than done, but especially when you have somebody in your grasp, we do that a lot here in the state of Indiana, man, and, letting good people, good athletes, good coaches, slip through our fingers cracks. And, then we try to scramble and get them back here when they done already took off. So that just seems like a Indiana mode of operation.
What's the saying? A bird in the hand is better than a bird in the sky.
Or one in the bush or something like that. I don't know. I know what you mean, though. 2 in the head and a bird in the bush or some shit.
All right. Man, just get the bird.
Just get the bird, man. Damn, get the bird.
And if you got a bird in your hand, keep it.
Keep it.
Rub it on his head like Dummy Dumber. And don't look at the tree.
Right.
So it's been a long time since, it feels like it's been a long time since Indiana. Well, just last year we had a top 15 pick, Khalil Ware, but I'm looking around NFL, looking around the NBA. Who's the number one picks, cuz? Each one. Who's the number one picks?
Coming out.
I need the number one pick. When the clock, Commissioner, you are on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the number one pick in the NBA when that clock hits 0? Who's the number one pick in the NFL when that clock hits 0?
I want to say the number one in the NBA. I mean, I want to say Cooper Flag if that's the way he wants to go. But the thing about Cooper, I don't know if he's NBA ready yet, but in the league that we got right now, we draft on potential. So if you're talking potential, I think Cooper Flag has the biggest, upside. I mean, like I said the other night, maybe the Spurs can sneak in there and get them a Wembanyama, Cooper Flag. That'd be a nice front court, So, but the first pick in the NFL is tough, man. Who has the first pick this year in the draft?
Tennessee Titans.
The Titans need just about everything. I mean, are they loving Will Levis? Like, I mean, are they gonna stick with Will Levis? Because if not, they better go get him Shador or Cam Ward. They better go get him a real legitimate quarterback. But I would say one of them, Ashton Genty. I don't know if you want to take a running back that high, but yeah, they're gonna need to.
I want to ask you, who's your pro comparison for Cooper Flag?
A pro comparison for Cooper Flag? That's a great question. If I had to compare, if I compare this game, he kind of reminds me of Draymond a little bit, in my opinion. He reminds me of a Draymond Green type, or he's a little more athletic than Draymond. He kind of put me on the spot with that one because I take Draymond's the first name that comes to mind, but I think Cooper Flag could be more of a, you're going to have to edit this out too, because I'm thinking for a minute.
Yo, I'm about to say some wild names.
What you thinking, cuz?
I'm thinking like Andre Kirilenko, Sean Marion.
Yeah.
Because I know he has a lot of energy. I see him as an energy guy. He's definitely a hooper.
Yeah.
But he's not, you know what? Let's not compare everybody to LeBron, because LeBron was the chosen one.
Right.
So even though dudes is coming to the league and they'll have their skill sets will make them nice, what makes them great. Cooper Flag's skill set, he's high energy, athletic, 6'9", can defend. He's on that rim. He's in that mid-range, and he can shoot too. So I see him as a solid second option on a really good team.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not a lot of great first options. So he might go to the team and carry that team for a while, but I don't see him being a franchise, type of player to lead a team to championships without the help. But everybody needs the help nowadays. But is he a Kawhi type? No. Is he a Jokic type? No. Is he a Tatum type? No. Is he a Jaylen Brown type? No. I would say he's more closer to Jimmy. If Jimmy could get his team there, I believe that Cooper, in time, he will be able to get his team there. And we talking about a dude, he's only 18 years old.
Right.
He's very, very young. And I believe in NBA years, you're not really at your level of carrying teams to like 25, 26, 27. So it'll take him a while to get there. But like Jimmy, he'll definitely be competing, but Jimmy needs more help. And that's why Jimmy went over there to Golden State.
Exactly. Man, and Cooper, like you said, he's young. He's 18. I've seen him play. You could tell he's 18 out there. That's my take on it. I think, like I said, I think he's very athletic. I think he has a lot to learn. He has a lot to put into his physical, into his body. He just has. He's not into that grown man stage. Now, I will say, like you said, 25, 26, 27, 6, 7 years from now, he might be a problem. Cooper Fleck definitely will be a problem. But as of right now, he's not LeBron James. He's not going to come in next year and just take the league by storm. That's not who we talking about. And we gotta slow down on the LeBron comparisons, man. LeBron's a 101. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it's hard to compare anybody. Even you look at the greats that's in the league now, Jason Tatum, Giannis Antetokounmpo, just those big forwards who can handle that ball, get to the rim and shoot. I mean, they still, as great as Jason Tatum is, he's still not on LeBron's level. You could say the closest in the league, maybe Giannis. I mean, but he's not even close to LeBron's level, So, we gotta slow down with the LeBron comparisons,
The closest dude to LeBron's on LeBron level, that is LeBron peer, but he's still not LeBron, is KD.
Oh, yeah. That's the closest thing that's the closest is Kevin Durant.
That's the closest, and,
Yeah.
And he's hit his peak. We know what Kevin Durant is. He's a Hall of Famer. Great. One of the greats. But even in his greatness, and we see him cook LeBron too. And this is saying, this is his peer. Mm-hmm. He's cooked LeBron before, but he's still not LeBron.
Still not LeBron. He's still not LeBron. And that was a long time cooking. You know how long they had them biscuits in the oven? KD, I mean, come on. LeBron, them OKC years, man, LeBron was doing Kevin Durant and them so bad in them finals and stuff like that, man. Like, that was a long time coming, man. KD had to, and I don't knock KD for going over there out with Steph. Who wouldn't? Hell, LeBron was trying to get out there with Steph for a minute. Like, yeah, you got to strike when the iron is hot. I don't knock KD for joining up on them Warriors, Because, I mean, in my opinion, KD was the best player. I can't say that, man. Steph Curry, man. Let me stop myself. I'm just talking to say, I don't want to be spitting out no word vomit because Steph Curry is that guy, KD. But if you go back and watch them games, man, I mean, it's hard to argue that KD wasn't the best player out there. It's just that Steph Curry factor changes the game.
Facts, but KD did. You right what you said the first time, because KD did win those finals MVPs. Mm-hmm. He was coming down and pulling right up.
Mm-hmm.
No play thing.
No play thing. He easy money sniper for a reason.
Yes.
But, I think that too, though, I mean, you got to think how much pressure Steph Curry has to take off of anybody on the offensive court. Like, because, I mean, if Steph Curry got the ball, it's 5 eyes locked on him. It's hard to guard everybody else because everybody's locked in on Steph. So I know he opens up the game a lot for KD and whoever else is on his team. But, yeah, KD, he's a killer. He's a killer. That's a good comparison for LeBron, is KD. He's probably the closest that we've seen, but he may be the closest that we ever see.
I'm a random section, random thought.
Right.
We got to get our group chat in here too, because I know our group chat will have a lot to say about this conversation.
Whole lot to say. We got to do a group chat episode.
For sure.
See who's all willing. Hey, if you don't know, we got a sports group chat that's been going on for about a couple years, and these dudes go at it, man. I mean, we agree on a lot of stuff. I mean, but when you get that Pacer fandom and that Colts fandom in there going, and boys is New England fans, and this Viking fans, it can get a little hairy in there sometimes.
It's okay. I was gonna ask you this: with our rival picking number 1, who don't you want to see them get? I know who I don't want to see my rival get. I know who I don't want to play against for the foreseeable future, twice a year, and maybe the playoffs. I don't want to play against Trav. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah. I think, we already have a tough enough time as it is going against CJ a couple times a year. He kind of showed his true colors the last year, too. So I don't think CJ's nothing that we can't handle. But it's like, damn, if you bring Trav to Tennessee, they got to build around him. I mean, that's gonna be a building process. That ain't gonna be no instant success, to where now Trav can go to some places, I know I've seen a lot of talk about him going to the Giants or going to New York, out there with Malik Neighbors. That'd be a spectacle for sure. I would love to see that.
Send him out there, man, because all I can see is our QB, whoever that might be, right now, being just a hair accurate off with that rock.
Right.
And Trav playing the ball like a receiver.
Yeah,
he's plucking it, and he's going the other way. That's
right.
all I can see. And then whoever the Tennessee quarterback is, Will Levis, he's going to throw a horrible ball just up in the air. It's gonna be a jump ball.
And
all
man,
do
cause
is
I'm tripping too, cuz, and I'm tripping hard. I'm thinking Shador when you said Trav. I don't know why I was thinking Shador, but yes, I would hate to see Trav. Now that you say it, I'm thinking Shador Sanders, but I would hate to see Travis Hunter 2 times a year. Now, don't get me wrong, as a fan of the game, being in our conference, I would love going to the games just to, see Travis Hunter play, but I don't want to see him doing my Colts bad, man. I don't want to see Travis out there doing my Colts bad.
It would be years before we find somebody who can go toe for toe with him on a jump ball. That's all I can think about.
Yeah.
Him jumping up on a jump ball. He's like a gazelle. He's going to hop up there. He's quick off the ground.
Hey.
His 40 got to be, his vert got to be a 40 plus. He's air up there.
Yeah. Travis, man, he's going to be a nightmare for whoever he has to go up against for the next, 10 years of his career. I think the Colts might have to draft off of if Tennessee decides to get drafted, we better have the best DB we can find in the nation. I'm talking about Chris Ballard. You better look under every rock that you can find. Go find a Travis Hunter film. Who gave him the most fits out of his career? And you get that guy, because I don't want to see us get abused by Travis Hunter for the next 10 years. I don't want to see that.
Speaking of wish lists, who do you got your eyes on? I see you in the Colts gear, the jacket fresh, cuz. Who do you see? Who do you see the Colts? Who do you want the Colts to go out there and no matter what, do you want to see them go up and get? Do you want to see them fall to us, or somebody you want us to trade back for? Like, hey, this guy might be in the back of the little right. Anybody that you specifically got your eye on that you feel like we got to have?
Yeah, I think you kind of said it, because I kind of going with you. Who's that tight end?
Woo!
For better say his name.
Tyler Warren.
Yeah. I think we need to go ahead. I think he proved in them college football playoffs that he's worthy. He's what we need. And like he said, man, we kind of let Brock Bowers slip through our fingers last year. I don't think nobody I think some people did see it. I don't think nobody knew he was going to take off like he did. But we can't lose out twice. So yeah, I like your take. Let's go with Tyler
Whatever
Warren.
it takes, go up there and get him.
Whatever it takes.
He's an athletic monkey. He can throw the rock. He can catch it. He can run it. He's physical. He's jump balling over.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that.
Mm-hmm.
He's everything the coach need that we haven't had at tight end. Go get him. I don't want to hear nothing. It's hold to that drive and don't come back with Tyler Warren. Don't come back to the city.
Don't come back. If you don't get Tyler Warren, don't come back.
It's like when your mama go to the grocery store and you ask her, I get the wine bread. Or get your favorite food. Go, please get this. And she comes out with everything but that. Not good enough. So I'm hoping that we find a way to go ahead and get them. And let's make it happen. All right, cuz. So that's the Pacers, the Colts. Is there anything that else we need to touch on?
Check my. So we got IHSAA got a new rule out as far as their you being able to transfer within the city is concerned. Check my notes here. Go ahead, cuz.
Oh, so you can transfer. So the IHSAA, they came out with a rule where you can transfer one time, don't have to sit out.
IHSAA Executive Committee has approved updates to Rule 19 effective June 1st, 2025. Here's what you need to know. First transfers, students moving from one IHSAA school to another during their first 6 semesters will keep full eligibility. Multiple transfers, second transfer, and transfers from non-IHSAA schools will follow existing rules, so the rules that they had last year. And returning students transferring back to their original IHSAA school within 365 days keep their full eligibility. This aligns with Indiana Schools Choice Initiatives and will be reviewed for final approval on May 5th. So, the IHSAA is trying to keep up with the times, and, boys is, hey, boys is transferring. Hey, you in Indiana? You don't like how your coach is talking to you? You don't like how the playing time you're getting? Go ahead and switch schools. That's going to be interesting. Because, Indiana's a real, it's a larger city, but it's real tight. You could really, get to any school you want to within, 25, 30 minutes, It's gonna get like it's almost like the transfer portal now. It's for high school.
It's on and popping because you know what? Come here, little bro. I got a little ticket for you. Go to Sustain.
Hey, but now with that said, these shiesty high school football coaches out here, they will run you up. They will get you for messing and tampering with these kids. So don't let them kids come on their own accord, or y'all better have somebody deep off into that parents club pulling up on these kids. Do not.
So you saying if somebody plucked the kid from you gonna tell the IHSAA?
Nah.
It depends on who you pluck for me, because we might have to go to the higher up on that one. You stole from me. That's major though, because when we was playing, it wasn't no transfer nowhere.
Nah, you had to sit out a year.
So I transferred back in 20. I'm going to give away my age with this one, but I transferred back in 06. I transferred from Lawrence Central to Cecina. For my freshman year to my sophomore year, they made me sit out the semester. So I couldn't play the first 8, 9, 10 games of the football season.
I remember that.
Yep, and mind you, this is my new school. I done been practicing with the team. I'm that guy. I feel like I know I'm about to kill. I went from 6A down to 2A. I'm looking around on the field. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, not fucking with me.
Right. Oh yeah, so I'm itching to get out here.
I'm ready to kill something off the rip. They put my brakes for like 9 or 10 games. I wasn't able to play until we got to sectionals. So yeah, that's a major rule change, and I feel like it's going to be a lot of good that come from that, because historically the association has been very unfair to a lot of people, and there's been a lot of drama behind transfers. There's been a lot of drama behind a lot of different things with Indiana high school sports. So I'm glad they finally get something right.
Yeah,
let the kids transfer.
I've never been a big fan of, football in Indiana is so political. I've never been a big fan of, kids transferring out and then you making the kids sit and, people blocking the kids transfer and all this other nonsense. Man, these is kids at the end of the day, man. I know Indiana wants to put a good product out there, but y'all bankrolling off these kids' backs. So let them kids play, man. Don't be, blocking transfers and all that other stuff, man. I mean, it's not like these kids are signing NIL deals in high school and all this other stuff. So it does now. Will it hurt a school for kids transferring out? Yeah, but it also hurts a kid when he's showing up to practice every day, unhappy, playing for this coach, might not be getting the playing time he gets. A lot of people got a lot riding on their kids when they, involve them in these sports, and keep people paying hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, to play some sports. And I'll be damned if I'm paying, a couple $100,000. I mean, not 100,000, but a couple thousand, a couple $100. And I'm coming out there every Friday or, whatever my game day is. And my kid is, riding the bench. And I know I've put in that work with them, and I know they've been working their butt off. And there may be some bias, from that coach, because there is a thing. Coaches' favorites is a thing, favoritism through coaching is a thing. They people have their own reasons why they might be playing a kid over another kid, and I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but that's a real thing. So I feel like if somebody's unhappy where they're at and they don't feel like that program can get them to the place where they're trying to go, it doesn't match their vision, then they should have the right to transfer out, or even if it's for educational purposes, they don't feel like the school they're at is providing their child or that student with, the best education possible. Let that kid go and find better. We shouldn't be about holding these kids hostage.
You absolutely right. And I wish we knew exactly who runs the IHSAA. I mean, who are these?
Yeah, figure that out.
Yeah, who are these people that's running this association? Because like you said, as a parent, please don't play with mine. Because now that we are parents, we looking at things through our parent glasses. And if I feel that my son has a better opportunity or my kid has a better opportunity to go to another different school and excel, and you're blocking that, I'm going to be very upset.
Yeah.
And that's been a reason why we've seen a lot of kids go out of state. They start going to
lot of
private
kids.
schools.
A lot of kids, man. Warren a couple years ago had a top recruit, Josiah Edmonds. He's at Michigan right now, and he had to transfer out of Warren and did his senior year, Northern Indiana. I forgot the school, and now I don't know the reason for his transfer and what was going on behind the scenes and stuff of that nature, but. Sometimes it sucks to see them top recruits leave, and that's very seldom that you do see that, but it happens. So, like I said, man, it kind of puts the power back into the family's hands, back into these kids' hands, and give them options to let them go play wherever they want.
That's a major thing. I think this week as well, too, sectionals is coming up this week. The boys sectional pairings just came out tonight. We'll have more content we'll have more on that this coming week. Then also the girls basketball, they're in the middle of their sectionals currently right now. So we'll have some coverage on that this week as well. Some thoughts and opinions on it. So that'll be coming to Cold Game very soon. Any final thoughts on this episode? Anything you would like to say? Any errors or omissions that we might have left out? Any thoughts or concerns?
I think we had covered a wide range of things. We'll have more for y'all here in the next couple of days. Like you said, the girls' sectionals, see what these boys basketball. Now, I will say this. Let me say this. If you never experienced Indiana high school boys basketball playoffs, that's a different type feeling, man. I remember back in 2020, LC LC had hosted one of the sectionals, and it ended up being a super spreader event for COVID-19. But it was packed out in there, man. And them boys, they go hard in them sectionals, man. And I know it's tough, but man, if you're not a fan of Indiana sports, go to your sectional, get you a ticket to one of them sectional rounds. It's about I think maybe 2 games a night, 3 games a night, whatever have you, and just go, man. Just sit there and watch them boys have at it, man. And it's always special, man. I love boys basketball, girls basketball too, but playoff time in Indiana basketball is nothing like it.
For sure, get there early, get your tickets, walk into that gym, get your popcorn. Go stop at the concessions.
Yep.
Walk in there. Make sure you're there early. Get you a nice seat.
Got to get there early.
Watch the pregame. Listen to the bands play. Watch the kids run up and down the bleachers. And get ready to watch a classic because every year, the most spectacular playoff basketball is played for Indiana high school basketball, period. You won't find any better basketball being played anywhere around the country. Indiana has the best high school basketball in the nation, and there's no question. So if you happen to be in the area, make sure you stop by a local sectional game and enjoy. Girls and boys.
Girls and boys. The girls, hey, I know, there's a lot of, stuff going on with girls sports right now, but Indiana girls basketball, Indiana high school girls basketball is second to none either. I found myself enjoying a lot of girls basketball games, sometimes more than boys sometimes, but go get you to some of them sectional games, some of them regional games, man, and really tune in this year to them Indiana basketball playoffs, because we will be.
Well, I appreciate everybody who watched it up to this point. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, let us know your thoughts and opinions on this episode. We would love to answer questions and be involved with the communications. So just hit us up. We'll be back right again tomorrow. We holler at y'all very soon. Cold Game.
Okay.
Cold game. First round draft pick.